A fantastic finale to this year's knockout contest.
After 9 hard weeks of combat and some serious scrapping, we finally have our 2 top-notch teams. They'll be battling fire, water and each other for the big one.
Okay, let's burn. This week, it's the final of the dirtiest, ugliest competition on television. And I'm not just referring to the contestants. Some of their Olympian creations hail straight from the Parthenon of scrap. And they've done it all for this, the Scrapheap Challenge Trophy. But if you thought our previous challenges were tough, wait till you see the scraptastic outrageousness of this week's ultimate test.
The team's challenge is to put out a fire in a burning building. So they've got to build a water pump powerful enough to douse the flames from a distance of at least 50 feet. But that's not all. The burning buildings are on the far side of a lake, which all 4 team members have to cross before tackling the inferno from the water. So it's not just a pump they're making, it's a 4-man firefighting ship.
First in the firing line are Colonel Dick Strawbridge and his mustachioed military siblings, the Brothers in Arms.
My name's Dick Strawbridge. I'm Lieutenant Colonel in the Royal Corps of Signals. I come to Scrapheap with my 2 younger brothers, David and Bobby. David's a major in the Royal Engineers and Bobby's a captain in the Royal Signals.
I'm David. I'm Dick's younger brother. Dick thinks he's in charge. He obviously has rank on his side. I probably have the more practical engineering skills. I'm Bobby. I'm the junior member of the family. We get on well together. We work hard as a team, play hard as a team.
The Brothers in Arms charged into the quarter-finals, marching over the mothers of invention on their bridging machine. In the semis, they put the techno teachers out to grass with their giant mower. To beef up the brothers' technical know-how, we've drafted in pump engineer Ian McRae. Ian spent over 20 years designing and building pumps for factories and oil rigs.
Taking on the Brothers in Arms are the all-American team of self-confessed computer geeks, the New England Rubbish Deconstruction Society, or the Nerds.
My name's Crash. I'm the captain because I have a PhD in about 15 patents in a lot of different areas. We're a very high-tech, electronic, internet-based team.
My name is Gio. I'm the chief guesstimator. I can just pull a wild-ass guess out of you-know-where, and things just happen to work right.
I'm Jeff, often known as DP. They tell me I blew my first fuse before I was walking.
Our brainy nerds have stormed their way into the final round. In the quarterfinals, they torpedoed the opposition as they raced their mini-sub round an underwater obstacle course. And in the semi-finals, they blasted the Beach Boys out of the competition with their steam-powered car. To pump the nerds up to full pressure, we've recruited Stephen Riley, a mechanical engineer who designs pumps for everything from power stations to jumbo jets.
The final challenge is now all that separates one of these teams from Scrapheap immortality. Kathy, start the ball rolling, please. Okay, teams, you have 10 hours from when the ball hits the bottom of the Scrapheap timer to build the most amazing fireboat ever to have conquered the elements in this or any other challenge. Wait for it, go! I can't believe we've set them such a completely outrageous challenge. Now, run it past me again, Kath.
Oh, it's a double, really? As well as crossing the lake to get to the fire, they've got to put it out from one of these mooring buoys. At this distance, chucking a bucket of water at it just won't work. They need to build a water pump.
Expert Ian launches straight in with a torrent of pump jargon, leaving the brothers behind.
There's either 2 types of pumps. There's a centrifugal pump that spins around very, very fast, chucks water out.
Yep.
Or you've got a positive displacement pump, which could be a piston pump, gear pump.
Okay, come back to
screw
England.
pump.
Come back to England, right? Positive, You're talking about pumping
Okay, we're
pumps,
talking about, yeah, we're talking
Yeah.
about piston pumps.
Yeah.
And that's probably going to be the simplest thing that we can utilise today.
A piston pump works like a syringe. Fill a tube with water, push a plunger in one end, and water spurts out the other. The narrower the nozzle, the less water comes out, but the further it spurts. Their jet must be powerful enough to reach the fire and big enough to put it out.
Bring it back, we'll see what we
The
do.
brothers have hit on a cunning plan to make their piston pump out of a car engine.
We're going to use two engines, I think. Because an engine's already got pistons in it. Perfect. They fit beautifully and they go round and round and they go up and down at the same time and they do what they should do, in so much as they
Okay.
are a pump. I mean, an engine's a pump anyway, so why not just adapt it to pump?
Okay, hold on.
Oh, right, so we're saying one is actually going to be used as a
driver.
provide power, and the other one is to be used actually
As a
drive as a pump.
Engine.
That's the pump. Now for the boat.
Ideally, we need something that's about 3 metres long. It's going to be quite a long piece of kit, isn't it?
Transit van man or
Yeah.
taxi man.
So-
Really, van has to be, yeah.
It has to be a
Anything
van.
with
3
a-
metres is quite big.
The brothers will use one car engine to pump the water and a second engine to drive the pumpy one. To make their boat, they'll take a van, chop off the roof and turn it upside down. It should be big enough to carry the pump, the engine and all 4 of them across the lake. And for propulsion, they'll point their firefighting hose over the back and use it as a water jet.
No, but the surface velocity that you're getting, the final output velocity.
The brothers' plan sounds simple compared to our friends from North America.
What I'm going to propose is we go with a centrifugal pump.
If we don't find a pump, is there anything we can make a pump out of easily?
Yes, we can. You can make this out of any piece of metal which is of that diameter, either a disc shape or a drum shape, something like a disc from a brake or a brake drum would be a good thing.
The nerds' plan is to build a centrifugal pump, which works a bit like a spin dryer. It consists of a set of fan blades mounted on a disc, which spin inside a sealed metal drum. Water goes in through the centre of the drum, the spinning impeller then flings it out to the edge, where it shoots out through the nozzle.
Are you talking US gallons or UK gallons?
I'm talking US gallons, actually. You want 150 UK gallons?
I
I'll
wanted
multiply by
150 UK gallons.
1.25. So
Time for robot designer Geo to pump a little brain juice.
Or 250 about.
1 decimeter pi r squared, it's 3 square decimeters, and we wanted 1/8.
Mm-hmm.
But even he's struggling with this one.
You use some funny units.
Yeah, we
And
do
you mix
all
them
units.
all the way through. Every single one is a different unit.
Yeah, of course.
What are we up to?
0.04 decimeters, which I don't believe.
To power their pump, the nerds plan to use a 4-wheel drive vehicle because it's got 2 drive shafts. The rear drive will spin the impeller, while the front drive will stay attached to the wheels to paddle them through the water. They also have to make the whole thing float, but as always, the nerds have a solution.
I love it. This is getting good here.
Oil drum,
Mini oil drum.
oil drum.
All over.
Oil drum,
Oil drum,
yeah,
drum,
where-
drum,
wherever.
Drum, drum,
As many as we can find.
And they're off. Both teams are dying to get their hands on the trophy. That is, if they don't kill themselves first. Top of the army procurement list are a couple of car engines and a van. The nerds are after a 4-wheel drive vehicle and a mountain of oil drums to keep it afloat.
Let's get Richard to come out and have a look at it. Richard, do you want to come out and have a look at this possible boat option?
I don't know what they use in the army, but that doesn't look much like a boat to me.
Okay.
Right. You can see daylight through the roof. All right? Okay. Which is a bit of a hassle, but we'll build
The prospect of sinking clearly doesn't intimidate Colonel Dick.
It's substantially, it's sound.
Hey, Crash, I found a 4-wheel drive.
What is it? Is it an older one, like a Land Rover or something?
4-wheel drives are one of Crash's many specialist subjects.
Toyota Land Rover.
Excellent, Land Rover. Yeah, nail that. We want that.
Start out slow, take up the tension first.
It's Jeff's turn to throw his weight around.
Steve, we need your mass. Watch, be careful.
Okay.
Major David and Captain Bobby are carrying out the Colonel's marching orders.
Okay, just... Okay, walk forward. Man that, man, David, man that...
Take a side each.
It's a seamless military maneuver.
What? Berth of the boat. Berth of the boat.
Geo and Crash are carrying out their own manoeuvres. Nerdy style. Oi! This is one of the ugliest operations I've ever witnessed, I think.
Okay, do it.
Time to get my head around the brothers' piston pump.
Yeah.
So what's your basic plan? How's your pump going to work? What's the
Okay, 2 engines.
2 engines?
Yep. 1 engine,
Yeah.
2 engines.
Right.
Engine, pump.
Right, so that's 2 engines, but 1 engine.
Oh, I see. One engine's going brrrr,
Yeah,
and the other one is...
like that.
Oh, right. Which engines do sort of
Exactly.
go? Do they? They do that?
Exactly, yeah, it's exactly what they do.
Don't call it an engine anymore.
No, we call
That's
it
a
a pump.
Yeah, call it a number of pistons sucking and pumping water.
The brothers' plan is to turn the cylinders of a car engine into a set of pumps. Inside each cylinder is a piston, connected by a steel rod to the engine's crankshaft. When petrol is sucked into the cylinders and ignites, the explosion forces each piston down in turn, which makes the crankshaft rotate. By sucking in water instead of petrol, suck, squeeze, bang, turn becomes suck, squeeze, spurt, spurt. To do this, they'll use a second engine to drive their converted pump. You can always be relied upon to be making stupid noises.
No, this is a highly technical noise. I'm just working out, because I understand their pump.
And
It's they're probably a bit faster than that. I can't, it's 300 RPM. I'm only running
Your
about...
legs don't do that.
I'm running at about 90 at the moment. Can't quite get up that fast.
So what are they doing?
Well, they're using 2 engines. Really clever. They've got 2 engines joined together.
Right.
A working engine that goes...
Yeah.
and a dead engine that goes... And so they're actually using an internal combustion engine as a pump. So because an engine sucks in petrol, and compresses it, then explodes it, and then squirts out exhaust things. And so they're making, instead of sucking in petrol, it'll suck in water, and instead of blasting out exhaust fumes, it'll blast out water. So what are the nerds up to?
Well, the nerds have, as you've probably seen, got a Land Rover, and then they're going to have a centrifugal pump, which is basically just a thing that sucks in water and then spurts it out the side, and then it all gets funneled into a sort of hosey thing.
Right.
To get a strong enough water jet from their centrifugal pump, the Nerd's impeller should spin at 3,000 revolutions per minute. That's 50 times a second. At these speeds, the impeller needs to be perfectly balanced, otherwise it'll shake itself to bits.
Geo, the Nerd's human calculator, is on the hunt for a spinning disc to mount the impeller blades on. A car brake disc is just the job, and this one is the right size.
Okie dokie, I think I have a set of stuff which will work out here. On the heavy side. Okay.
Bobby and David have nabbed exactly what they're looking for, a 4-cylinder, 2-litre engine for their pump. But first, it has to pass muster with the Colonel.
Get your hands on somewhere?
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Oh, where are you going?
Wherever you want. Down there, fine. Okay then?
Yeah, it's chunky, isn't it?
Fingers out.
Push it there.
Perfect. Just the job. My only
Right.
concern is that it's seized.
Seized.
Yep. Yeah, it is. But we'll probably unseize it.
Depends why it's seized. We're going to have to take the head off. Let me get this.
Yeah.
Okay, you
It
ready?
may be the right size, but the pistons are rusted solid.
Uh-oh. Right.
That's why it's seized.
If Dick and the brothers can unseize the engine, it should pump about 100 gallons of water a minute. But that's still quite a few tankfuls short of what the big boys manage. The pumps on professional fire tenders can belt out more like 1,000 gallons a minute. High power and 100% reliability are vital in a business where lives are at stake.
Someone who relies every day on pump power is our judge for the final, Assistant Divisional Officer Jerry Leonards, Head of Training for Hampshire Fire Brigade.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, there's two types of pump that we're seeing develop here. So as far as I can tell, the Brothers-in-Arms are going for a piston
Pump, yeah, positive displacement, force pump there.
Which is an old engine.
Yeah, brilliant use of an old engine.
Although it's presently seized solid.
Yeah, it
but
looks
I mean,
decidedly grim.
Now, the nerds are using a centrifugal pump.
Yep, they're onto the centrifugal
pump.
Centrifugal pump by their terminology, yeah, by the...
So out of the two then, which is the more efficient pump, would you say?
Let's put it in on the basis that we in the Fire and Rescue Service, we use centrifugal pump, but professionally manufactured and obviously to high designs and specs, obviously, because they are continuous, very continuous in operation, and can give good pressure.
So for this situation, though, when they're on the lake for our challenge, which do you think is the best pump?
Well, as it stands at the moment, the basic pump is going to be this one, which is going to be the Brothers pump. Yeah, the Brothers pump.
But actually, I think the integrity of it is okay.
Yeah.
David's laid his hands on a second engine to drive the Brothers pump. The good news is that it's the same make as the first, so it should be easy to bolt them together. That's if they can get the first one to turn. Dick, you having a little bit of engine trouble?
Yeah, that's a good way of describing it.
What's going on? But a little bit of seizure, engine seizure
yeah,
issue.
we've got something on that, trying to loosen it up a little bit, because the...
Trying to loosen it up a little. You make it sound so delicate. I saw you hacking there with the big mallet. But why persist with that one? Because there's a whole scrap heap full of...
Good reason for going for that one, that we're talking a match pair. We've got a gearbox that will fit on that one. We've got a gearbox that fits onto this one. They've got very similar...
Because you're worried about the whole linkage thing, and that needs to all be nice and flush.
We've had little kaboomies in the past, and if we don't get straight... Yeah, if we don't get a straight line, it could be somewhat risky.
Really?
We
what
might
are the tricks of the trade in unseizing a seized engine? Big hammer. Oh, it's also sophisticated.
Unfortunately, I think
here,
this is the level of sophistication we've got.
If we ask the nerds, they'd calculate their way out of the problem.
Would
But
they?
over here is just big hammer.
Over here, it's Yankee Doodle Dandy.
We have noise!
There we go.
The nerds know small is beautiful when it comes to floating the vehicle. Time to put their motor on a crash diet.
Okay.
But with a third of the day already gone, there's still some way from getting afloat. Teams, you have 7 hours construction time remaining. 7 hours remaining, teams. Thank you.
So we need to figure out how much this thing weighs.
Yes.
I'm scared of how much this weighs. I'm really petrified.
The nerds have worked out that one oil barrel is big enough to float 100 kilos of weight in water. They're hoping 12 oil barrels will be sufficient to float the Land Rover, with all 4 of them on board. What are you hoping for here? Everything depends on how heavy it is. So it's off to the scrapyard weighbridge to see if their guesstimate is correct. I reckon we're looking at about...
900 kilos.
I reckon less. I reckon
Think so?
700.
Hi, what do we weigh?
Crash used to like Land Rovers, but not anymore.
Oh, man.
That's not good news!
This is bad.
It weighs nearly double.
Oh, man.
Read it in week.
1.56 tons.
Dick's now spent 3 hours trying to get his piston pump going. It may be a perfect match for the other engine they found, but that's all it's got going for it.
It's going to take forever to pump like this.
Time for Plan B.
There's absolutely no way. Bobby, David, yeah, come here, mate. Bob, David. We've managed to get one complete rotation of this in that period, yeah? It's got complete busted flush. I need another engine.
With half the day gone, the Brothers-in-Arms are back to square one with 2 trashy engines and a transit van roof that's as watertight as a tea strainer.
While the nerds' open-top Land Rover is headed for the bottom of our lake.
Will the team sink or swim? Find out after the break.
can try AOL for absolutely nothing. Just call 0800 237 237 for your completely free trial pack.
I have a slightly hectic lifestyle. Just relaxing. Can be thirsty work, including going out. So I drink Lipovitan B3. It's refreshing and also contains B vitamins and taurine. Sharpen your edge.
Everyone on the floor! Stop! What are you doing? This bank is not ready yet. There's no money. There's no safe. There isn't even a roof. You can't rush these things, guys. It's like Grolsch. It's brewed longer for a fuller taste, and it's only released when it's ready. Chris? Grolsch. We only let you drink it when it's ready.
With new Pay-As-You-Talk Smart Step from Vodafone, the more you say, the less you pay. Because the first 3 minutes you use your phone cost 25p each. Then for the rest of that day, it's just 5p a minute flat rate. Which means there are no more peaks.
Glad that's straightened out.
Low-cost calls day or night with new Pay-As-You-Talk Smart Step from Vodafone.
Hello, I'm Jackpot, and I've been asked to tell you about the fabulous new game, Lottery Extra. The game that gives you another chance to win it big. To take part, simply play the main national lottery game as usual, then pay £1 per entry for the Lottery Extra draw as well, where the only prize is one big jackpot. Oh! You've always got another chance to win it big with Lottery Extra.
Stuff 'em, tank 'em, hammer 'em. FIFA 2001. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Mum and Dad got us this really cool tiny PC for Christmas.
They didn't know anything about computers, but they called this number for a brochure, found their nearest tiny showroom, and got loads of really good advice.
They chose this fantastic PC which has everything, even a desk and chair.
And we got them.
Oh, what?
You told me you were going to get it.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
I was not.
You told me. We had this conversation.
Okay.
It's the thought that counts.
Fine by me.
Feel good about your PC at Tiny.
If I was painted by Leonardo da Vinci, you'd know that smile came from him kissing my hair. Just take a stroke of genius from me. All a masterpiece needs is the kind of dandruff-free hair I get from the new Head & Shoulders.
When life imitates art, there's no room for dandruff. The totally new Head & Shoulders, the source of dandruff-free, kissable hair.
Welcome back to the Scrapheap Challenge final, where our two teams are locked in a tremendous transatlantic tussle to build a firefighting boat before the sun goes down. With 5 hours bodging time left in our Scrapheap Challenge final, the British brothers-in-arms are facing disaster. Team Captain Dick has wasted the morning trying to unseize a rusted-up engine. And David is now hoping to bail out Big Brother by finding a replacement.
The North American Nerds vehicle has a weight problem, and the rest of the team are about to find out how bad it is. So who wants to hazard a guess as to the weight of your little friend there?
2,600 pounds?
Hang on.